Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check these headlines. XRP price in free fall right now. And what is going on with FiatLeak? We're going to get into that. And there's more support for XRP holders in the class action. Citi has appraised Coinbase stock, and I think you're going to like the outcome of that. Jelena McWilliams from FDIC lets the cat out of the bag for banks and crypto. And we all like that. And we have, regardless of the free fall XRP right now, can XRP reclaim its number 3 spot by the end of this year? Let's take a look at all these things. Roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove, and everything that we're talking about here today. We are $2.476 trillion market cap for crypto right now. We're off just shy of 5% for the market cap for crypto. We see Bitcoin at 59,300 plus, Ethereum at $4,025, and we see Cardano at $2 flat, and Solana at 191 right now. XRP at 103. We are now down over 6.5% on the 24-hour and 9.5% on the 7 days. So you can see the majority of that has been in the last few hours. I want to tell you the numbers are brought to you by Link2, private investing made simple. Ripple's back on the board, baby. Yeah. Uphold sold out, but let me tell you who else is enjoying what's going on out here. Raytheon shared with us that Link2 is spreading the word for the Ripple petition. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Link2's in the game, baby. They're showing John Deaton right here on the site. And he says more than 50,000 holders of XRP represented by John Deaton, Link2 member, were granted a MiCA status. And that is exciting, as we all know. He says the SEC versus Ripple case, without question, is the most significant SEC enforcement action in recent memory. Its significance cannot be overstated, and that is a fact. There's no doubt about it. And shout out to John Deaton. And guess who else has got a quote for Link2 also? It is none other than Jeremy Hogan. We got the 2 top dog lawyers in the space on Link2. How cool is that? Ripple scores major win for judges' order on the SEC to explain a lot. He says here the SEC is ordered to explain, among other things, how the Howey test applies to XRP, what is the status of Ether and Bitcoin, and the sale of XRP as investment contracts. Jeremy Hogan says, the SEC is going to be forced to admit that there is nothing in any of these contracts that created an expectation of profits by purchasers of XRP. That's a big problem for the SEC, Attorney Jeremy Hogan commented. Shout out to both John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan, and shout out to Link2 because they got it going on. That's more information you can see right there. You can also go to link2.com, private investing made simple. Look, this Ripple doesn't last long when it's on here, as all these products don't. So we just see they just sold out of Uphold 2 recently, yesterday, I believe it was. But let's take a look at this because we know that the price is currently falling like a manhole cover from the sky. But what in the world do you make of this? What do you make of this? Because let me actually, I actually made a post on Twitter because I wasn't sure if this is a website glitch on my end or the FiatLeak end, but let me show you this really quickly. So take a look at this right here. Anyone else seeing no trade action on Fiat for XRP for the last few hours? Not sure if it's a website glitch or something else. So not trying to be an alarmist. I really don't know what the hell's going on. But, I will say that other people are making notes on here, which, look here, bit for bit says right around this time, seems like everything was going good. Then FiatLeak had a problem, and he's right. And then somebody further down noted that not working for them either. Said XRP MK1, XRP BKK, they all say it says same result when displaying the page. And then somebody says flip the switch. Yeah, it'd be fine with me. I got room on the calendar for it. Then we see down here even further, Coinbase suddenly having connection glitches also as we speak, says Tim Howard. And then we see somebody else commented on another exchange somewhere down here as well. And I can't remember. this was happening early around with the price spell. Yeah, there were some other exchanges I think people noted in this thread as well that I thought I saw. So we'll keep an eye on it, but it is very interesting what is happening. So look, let's move on with the news, but head on a swivel out here. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know if this is... And look, if it is a glitch for FiatLeak, it's been going on for hours. And FiatLeak is usually an extremely consistent platform. If you remember, the last time I saw it look like this was during the snapshot for Flare Networks. I actually did a video of that as well, if you guys remember. But let's go ahead and get into the news this morning. Take a look at this. Stellar partners and taps USDC coin for remittances between Europe and Africa. Flutterwave is teaming up with Tempo Payments to use USD coin on Stellar to target Africa's enormous remittance market. This is exciting. Look, you guys know I'm a utility maxi, not just one coin. If your coin has utility, I'm probably going to do what I can to get me some of it. And that's not financial advice. It's just how I'm doing it. Stellar Development Foundation has announced that it will facilitate a new remittance channel between Europe and Africa using the USD coin stablecoin. And on Monday, SDF announced that the global payments technology company Flutterwave will use the USD coin stablecoin on the Stellar network to simplify remittances between Africa and Europe. How would you think about the amount of volume that's going to be generated just between that corridor right there? I mean, that is remarkable to me. Take a look here because things just keep getting bigger. Citi's bullish Coinbase target, and this is pretty awesome because they take a look at Coinbase and think that it's undervalued right now. Now, we know that they IPO'd not long ago, and we also know that that was something you could have gotten on linked to as private equity. We talk about this all the time. But it says right here, if I could, I'm just going to give it this. To a degree, the Coinbase leaned forward into regulatory compliance, which we know, and that gives them a competitive advantage. To a degree, they believe at Citi that the rising regulations could be positive for Coinbase's competitive positioning, particularly versus business models that are predominantly, rely on markets being unregulated. Christensen added that the stock is in place to make higher highs and higher lows as the crypto asset adoption increases. The U.S. investment bank Piper Sandler also raised target price for the stock to $360. Not every analyst is on board. JPM Morgan Kenneth Worthington raised price target to Coinbase only slightly from $375 from $372. However, Lisa Ellis, senior equity analyst from MoffettNathanson, said Coinbase was a must-own stock and that could go to $600 in light of its recent partnership with Facebook on its Novi crypto wallet. How about that? Just a reminder that when the opening IPO came, the price was $381. It surged to peak at $430 the day before, retreating and hit a monthly high of $326 on Monday week, but has fallen 4.3% since the after hours trading prices. Now, we also talked about Back that recently IPO'd. That's Wall Street's crypto platform. And the other day, I mean, it was unbelievable how that was running. I believe it was Monday, right? I forget what it was. Maybe Friday. I don't know. I bought it on Friday at $10, I believe it was. And that thing soared to $50+. Now it's retraced since then, but nevertheless, I mean, wow, there is a lot happening. This is why I tell you about the opportunities just outside the fringe of crypto itself. Now let's take a look at this, because if you ever thought to yourself, is this crypto thing ever going to get off the ground? You are looking at Jelena McWilliams from the FDIC. Yeah, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, right? And not only do they insure deposits, but they also are a part of overseeing, regulation, safety, and soundness, and things of that nature, right? But listen to this, because as we go through this, it's very short, by the way, so you don't have to worry. It's a short article, but the chair of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, Jelena McWilliams, says that officials in the U.S. are looking into allowing banks to custody crypto assets as well as use them as collateral. You catching that? So it's not just about custodying for us, but use them as collateral. And that's a big deal. McWilliams told Reuters in an interview that a number of regulators in the U.S. are collaborating right now on a plan to make cryptocurrencies accessible to banks. And we already know that Brian Brooks, at his time at the OCC, issued letters opening the door for all of this. She says that I think we need to allow banks in this space. Oh, after 10, 12 years of watching crypto just siphon off their customer base, yeah, banks are ready and drooling to get into this space while appropriately managing and mitigating risk. If we don't bring this activity inside the banks, it is going to develop outside the banks, as we know it already has done. The federal regulators won't be able to regulate it, said McWilliams. The collaborating agencies include the Federal Reserve, OCC, and the FDIC. This interagency team was announced in May, and little has been mentioned about the team until McWilliams' comments. Her comments have revealed that the team plans to integrate cryptocurrency into traditional systems and regulate it as opposed to restricting or ignoring it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on. Now, they ain't said when, but you're hearing from a government agency representative who is telling you it is on for the banks like Donkey Kong, right? My goal in this interagency group is to basically provide a path for banks to be able to act as a custodian of these assets, use crypto assets, digital assets as some form of collateral. Here's where they got to get it worked out. We all understand that there's a lot of volatility in crypto because it's a new young market, right? McWilliams also touched on the challenges of that, and she talks about the issues there is, valuation of these assets and fluctuation in their value that can be almost on a daily basis, McWilliams said. You have to decide what kind of capital and liquidity treatment to allocate to such balance sheet holdings. So, ladies and gentlemen, it just keeps getting bigger. Now, I want you to think about that the banks are offering this, and the people out here, look, we're pioneers, we're prospectors, we're speculators, we're all of these things, right? All of these things. And, we have to understand that the rest of the world doesn't know the difference between crypto and Bitcoin and all of these words. They don't understand it. Protocols and, validator, they don't know this stuff, right? But imagine that they don't have to. And all they need to know is that they can play in it. And they don't need to go open an account anymore at somewhere else on some other exchange. They can go right to the bank they've been dealing with for years and years and years and get some crypto, right? That's about to be the new normal. That is exciting stuff right there. Now, look at this. Let's pivot a little bit and talk about where XRP might go, which is a lot better than where it's going right now, right? So let's talk about this. XRP hitting 82 billion on the charts would mean a spike of 60% to $1.75 according to the market structure. This target could be extremely viable. And this is from Hall of Famer Michael here, and I'm going to take a look at this, and it says, if you go into this article, really, it's actually, the entire article is really good, but I'm going to take this. At press time, XRP was ranked 7th on the charts with a market cap of 52 billion. Binance Coin was at the 3rd position, which is formerly where XRP came from, right? Before the lawsuit, with a valuation of $82 billion. XRP hitting $82 billion on the chart would mean a spike of about 60% to $1.75. According to the market structure, this target could be extremely viable. That aligns with what the technical analysts we follow on this channel have been saying. We take a further look here. It says, take an example of one-day chart. XRP has been consolidating strongly in liquidity pocket, highlighted in the chart over the past month with prominent symmetric triangle forming at press time. The potential to breach at rally towards its immediate resistance of 140, 150 is fairly high. However, we see a huge pullback right now and a little bit of sell-off, but that's okay. One confirmation can be attained from the fact that lower trading volumes have been met by declining prices, which means any trading volume spike would automatically trigger an incline. However, XRP's reach might not only be limited to 140 and 150 anymore. The asset could be looking at a possibility of hitting its 2017 all-time high by the end of December and continuing its rally into next year. Taking a look at this channel right here, you can see there is the all-time high of 2017, and because this channel flows right here, that means if we get the same if it rhymes or repeats from 2017, 2018, that move could take us from $13 to $70. That's how that could happen. Does it mean it will happen? No, but the possibility is absolutely on the table until it isn't. So there it is. Now let's take a look at this, because this is Coins Kid giving us a boots on the ground right here of exactly what's going on the one-day chart for XRP. And let's listen right here for a couple minutes and hear what he's seeing, because regardless of this downward spike right here, he's still seeing a bullish chart in front of him. Check it out.
Potentially, look at that little trend line I'm just drawing right now. Just adjust that, boom, 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 resistance, come up, support, worst case, fall down to there, hold it, boom, see you later. So it's all good, it's all good. You're looking for continuation. You can see this is one big horizontal. We had a little horizontal just there coming up. Hopefully we're going to break out. We had a nice little rally yesterday, didn't we? But like I said to you, potentially run into that as resistance, roll back, lose that support, you're going to roll over, aren't you? But as long as you hold key level support, you're looking great for continuation. So I do, honestly, I know I say it all the time, but I do think a breakout's coming for XRP. And the more that we can coil up and get this thing called the RSI down in the floor, okay, the more this can come down, the greater this wave up, okay, the more power you can get into these impulsive waves to the upside, for example.
And that is pretty exciting stuff, because I know enough about TA to understand exactly what he's saying. And the lower this RSI is, but to still have a bullish chart in front of us, means that it won't take much for this thing to get lit like lightning. He goes on to further explain how you could see these kind of massive jumps. And if you look at the RSI when they happen, it's really down there and down there again. In this example here, you see right here, it's down and then it pumps up, and we have plenty of room for buy volume, and that is exciting. Now, before I get out of here, I got to shout out my brother-in-law, Steve. You have family, they get into this stuff. I know my oldest brother's into this stuff. My sister, along with my brother-in-law's into this stuff. Now, he's pretty much the one following this. I know he listens to the channel a lot. And shout out to you, brother-in-law. You're amazing. And shout out to your dad. Rest in peace. That was a great guy. Our families have been intertwined for so many years. I love you. I love your whole family. And I love that we're able to share this journey together, man. It is so exciting. I had a talk with him yesterday, and just to hear where he's come from when somebody gets into this space and then they start following stuff. He is so on top of it, man. It's just remarkable to see. So shout out to him and everybody else that's in this space on this journey with us all. This is remarkable and it's very exciting, but I still don't know what in the world's going on with FiatLeak. If anybody could help us, let's try to determine, is it a website thing? Is it a trading volume thing that's going on across the market itself? I don't know what the answer is. Maybe you guys do. Put a comment in the description. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. And make sure you know that they are products and services I use each and every day, and trusted, vetted links. I'll catch all of you on the next one.